Smiley, I've got the scan.
Yeah? Fantastic! Bring it back to my office and we'll see if I'm right.
Copy that.
Whoa, Og, what do you think you're doing? This train car is for naturals. Come on, let's see your paperwork.
Here, everything's in order.
These are nice, but you still have to play by the rules, understand? Stay out of the natural section. Learn it, live it. Go.
Jensen, looks like we have a new lead in the case. It's gonna put you inside Gollum City.
The Og Ghetto. What did we get?
Telecam footage from the attack.
City run by
Cheng was able to pull
criminals
some
and
images from it.
refugees.
Trouble is, our new psychologist needs to clear you before you go anywhere.
So I shouldn't tell her about this piece of evidence I've got for Smiley.
Humor the bureaucrats, will you? Bring Smiley your evidence and give Ozen 5 minutes of your time. Call me when it's done.
Who listens to that garbage? Really? Sounds like some crazy pseudo-religion to me. More like some sort of...
A large part of Prague's charm is evident in the old city.
Sorry.
Can't defend against that kind of thing.
Rid of them yet? Have to remember to look into that.
Shut down London's traffic grid.
I was talking about some serious
In Chile,
shit.
they
So
committed
let's
massive
keep
voter
going.
fraud
First of all,
when they
let
rigged
me
the
get this
electronic
out of the way with the dog
vote.
incident.
Our president. In past combat drones attacked St. Petersburg,
Using the hand
and in the
eating
U.S.,
free burritos and forgetting to lay a map.
Let's make it through this shift.
Not much going on.
Nyasha Akim's new album is out, and I can't find it. I think a music shop would have it.
Who listens to that garbage?
Millions of people lost their lives due to malfunctioning
Skoro mi
augmentation.
připadá, že jsme v chomotu
Opponents
s
of the
Rusákama.
legislation have been protesting all over the world, and many of the protests have turned violent. This escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened the gap and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live from Lycus.
To si musíš poslechnout.
Takovýhle šílený passengers on Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight plan.
Asi jsem ho měl rozvázat, než jsem
The black
odešel.
box recorder suggests that the man may have been sent on a flashback to the Army. That horrible day
Vážně jsme k ničemu. Yeah, yeah.
causing the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks. The terrifying memory of that day still makes me. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Exclusivity, anonymity, security. These are the greatest concerns of the digital age. And we at Palisade Property Bank...
Ne, my si pojistku platíme vždycky včas. Vždycky. A nikdy jsme je nevybírali. Teď ji potřebujeme.
So what's it like? I mean, I hear you can get almost
Přiložení k razím.
Oh, after dark, when the rest of Prague goes to sleep, the red light district comes alive.
whatever I want.
Well, yeah, within reason, I guess. What do you want exactly?
I don't know yet. I think I want it all.
Did you meet the capo yet? Promiň, já neposlouchal. Ještě jednou?
Likvidátor Škot už tam byl, ale že by něco hlásil, jsem ještě neslyšel. I kdyby na tom, co hlásí, bylo jen 1% pravdy, je jasný, že v tom mají prsty.
Nemůžem to probrat později.
Hi there. Yes, I'm looking for the top entertainment. Let's make it through this shift.
You want some of this? Of course. How could you? Come tonight to the red light district. All this and more. Look along.
Ah, a customer, right? Over here. What you need?
After kisses as gets ahead. Did you hear back about your promotion?
Nasıl? Těžko říct.
Could I use some clotted cream on these scones right now? Ah, fuck it. What are we talking about? Oh, right. Unbelievable. We got Pikus on here in our secret location, which we are calling Grandma's Tea Room. And as usual, they are doing their due diligence to pin this most recent bombing and bribe on Ark. Now, I'm not saying Rucker and the Augmented Rights Coalition don't get their hands dirty once in a while. Who can blame them? If you were the only legitimate hope to liberate a terrorized minority, you'd have to stick a pipe in a wheel once in a while to let people know you're not messing around when it comes to defending your own. But to say Rucker is behind mass destruction on this level is ridiculous. Come on! The man's a fucking doctor! Is it possible that being locked up in Gotham City all this time has caused him to go a little crazy? Lots of talk about how he's been hitting the bottle hard these last few months. We've all seen pics of what that isolationist hellhole looks like inside. But I personally don't believe he has such a hold on his followers that they would walk blindly into a situation where they'd be responsible.
You're monstrous. Co je tohle?
This is only an appetite.
Jestli v tom fakt jedou, jak to zastavit?
Here comes another one.
Terrifying.
Zajímavé.
Vážně jsme k ničemu. Believe we got stuck down here.
Huh?
Welcome to a brave new world.
I don't want any trouble.
Adam, I finally decrypted the audio off the Whisper chip tap. Fucking cold, man. You gotta hear it.
I have my hands full right now. Tell me where you are and I'll come when I can.
There's an old limb clinic in the Daphne district. It's closed down. Nobody goes there anymore. I'll be inside.
Vážně jsme k ničemu.
In the sewers. Don't do anything suspicious.
I gave the police a list of all the renters in my building that I suspect of being augmented.
What did you do that for?
I'm protecting the real people in the building. And most of them, I think, are a few months late with their rent anyway.
From Pikus. Here are top stories.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Chang, I think I have something on our secret admirer. Group called Samizdat. Mean anything to you?
You mean those conspiracy nuts? Very bad for business. How much do they know?
I'm not sure. They're hiding somewhere in the sewers, in the Davni district.
Find out whatever you can. What they know, what they want. If they blow the task force's cover, it's only a matter of time before someone blows up the task force.
Don't worry, Chang. I don't want the walls coming down just yet.
What the hell?
If that happens, she'll take a heart. Už ani oddělení se nedá věřit.
Is it benign?
Vrať se do golemu.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
And we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns priority one. Information archived within the walls of Palisade Property Bank is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity.
We should lead with the population agenda, big global impact story. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with local. Where are we on Praha the War?
You're asking all the right questions. Still needs an ending.
She said that place is a front for a front. I want to know more. I want facts. Bones, what about you?
I still think we should lead with Moonbase.
All of them occurring after Dr. Tallis Rucker,
He's
leader of
right.
the Augmented Rights
Moonbase
Coalition,
is sexy.
took up residence in the
Since when are we trying to be sexy? Do I look like Eliza Kazan to any of you?
You absolutely do not.
Deep breaths, people.
Don't shoot!
Shit.
We're journalists!
Who invited the agent type?
Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? You here because of the Dubai story? The article about the moonbase? The clones? The clones on the moonbase? Who sent you?
I'm here for Samizdat. You in charge?
I take charge, but I'm not in charge, man. No one owns or dictates the truth. Freedom of information is a collective right, and a collective responsibility. That said, you gonna break someone's nose, you break my nose.
All right, we can start with that if you want.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! We don't have to start with that, do we?
How about we skip being courageous and move on to why I'm here?
Hey, I'm not the one of the problem here, man. So you say whatever you came to say. I'm listening. It's what I do. Close my eyes and listen to the whispers in the dark.
What do you know about Praha Dovos?
Oh, that little import company? I know there's more than boxes in the basement. We've seen agent types come in and out. The place is a curtain. The first in a series of many. Pull them all back and you'll find... Damn. Tell me I'm wrong.
It's a dead end.
Right. Guys like you always come down here because of dead ends.
Fine. Then what if it's something other people are already looking into? If someone like you makes too much noise, that may compromise any chance they have of uncovering something bigger. Do you understand?
I'm supposed to believe we're colleagues now? You men in black types, you walk into Pike's newsroom, tell them to be hush-hush about something, and they do it. But that's not how it works here. One day, you will all be exposed. If not by me, then someone just like me. Samizdat isn't one voice. K isn't one man.
I need you to stop looking into Praha Dovos, but not for the reason you assume.
Relax, I get it. You don't think I do, but I do. You got to appease your military-industrial masters. We've all been there, man.
I'm not who you think I am. The kinds of people who manipulate the news, who cover things up. You don't need to convince me that's who the enemy is.
The enemy is anyone who conceals the truth. And that's exactly what you're asking me to do. To pretend like that little import company isn't hiding something.
I'm asking you to see a difference between conspiracy and discretion. Between people who hide information in order to push their own agendas and those who need to stay off the radar in order to do their jobs. You, of all people, should understand.
Okay. Okay, look. You seem like a reasonable guy. Huh? Hell, I've usually been punched by now. I find this refreshing. Here's the deal. We promise to forget all about Praha Dovos and stay out of your way as long as you give us something better.
What do you suggest?
The only thing I hate more than secret organizations are toothless media conglomerates who don't hold anyone accountable, who spit lie after lie after lie. So I propose a trade. There are places my people can't get into. You get into one of those places and find me some dirt on the real enemy here. Pike's Media. Do that, and I'll cut whatever you want me to cut. Who knows? Maybe you'll even learn something.
This isn't a negotiation. The only question I need an answer to is how do I ensure your silence without killing you?
You can't.
Well, that's a problem for you.
Yeah. And you'd also have to kill Bones and Little K, and everyone we may or may not have shared the information with already. So what I'm saying is the only sane thing for us to do in this situation is to try working together. I can be reasonable.
Is beyond the legal jurisdiction of any government. Assured anonymity. Palisade Bank Corporation is now and forever will be the best secure corporate archiving company in the world.
Around the clock, around the world.
Should have stayed away from Praha Dovos, or you should have hid better.
You robot motherfucker!
Turning now to Prague. The city's devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday. Bombs exploded inside Ruzicka train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such
Chang, you there?
What do you got for me?
Took care of Samizdat. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I think I made some good points. Now they're sleeping on it.
I'll send a team over. We'll pick them up and seize the equipment. Good work, Jensen.
As usual, they are doing their due diligence to pin this most recent bombing in Prague on art. I'm not saying Rucker and the Augmented Rights Coalition their
Your
hands
guess is
dirty
as good
once in
as
a while.
mine.
Who can blame them?
This is Eliza
If you were the
Cassell,
only legitimate hope to
reporting to you
liberate a
live.
terrorized minority, you'd have to stick a pipe in a wheel
Picus
once in a while to let people know you're
global
not
leader
messing
in
around when it
fair,
comes to
unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world.
Come on! The man's a fucking
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Lots of talk about how he's been hitting the bottle hard these
Access granted.
My eyeballs are happy that Eliza Cassan is back as the host after that disappearance in 27 for a
hacked
while.
combat drones
My
attacked
ear holes still don't believe any
And in
word
the
that
US,
slut puppet
millions
has
of
to say.
workers lost their jobs when the collective leaked classified corporate
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
the underground media wants to sing. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable data solutions have massive storage capacity, flexible streams, and over 1,000 other unique and patented features. Ariel, up in the stratosphere.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration
So
Act.
get that
This
wax out of your
legislation,
eardrum.
if
And
passed,
if you're just
calls for the
joining us,
removal and downgrading of all
as all
overly
you
powerful,
followers probably know, I've
unlicensed
been a marked man
augmentations.
for years.
Individuals who
reality of
fail
this
to
being that
comply
I have to
will
hide
be
out in
arrested
Grandma's
and
tea room
relocated
and hire
to
two computer
designated
geeks
AUG-only
full-time to
locations.
block off
Safety is the primary concern,
while they're snacking on
especially in
cheesy
the wake
puffs.
of the AUG incident, where millions of people lost their lives to malfunction in augmentation.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
And many of the protests have turned violent. The escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only
Access
widened
granted.
and polarized the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely for any break in the story. This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
Lies, what you see is what you get. And no threats from any bully, I don't care what level of masonry he's achieved, is going to push me around. Isn't that right, Steve? Steve?
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sista Airlines Flight 451 were killed. When an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight.
I've always hated
Details from the black box report.
This area is clear. Over. I need another drink. You want a drink, baby? You want a little taste, huh? Here you go. Look,
There is a person here.
Everyone.
So many
Together.
people died in this
Keep it
explosion.
together.
I hadn't realized that.
Oh, fuck.
Might be worth checking out.
How are they taking it?
Santo and augmented people, just like you, are creating the future.
So hungry and cold and
what is
lonely.
This? You want to be an accessory? Go away.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Arenka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arenka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arenka is not well. We must shield her.
Arenka paid someone to make her an AUG permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it. A world where everyone's treated fairly. And I thought Helena was the one in a science fiction. Perhaps we've been dead a long, long time. Not only the kings, the people who once...
Or marshmallows, or something.
You got me, what do you...
The old man was supposed to be
Heard you're
alone.
sitting on some cash, Grandpa. Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done. Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money, to feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me, when can I see them?
No, that's not who sent me. You paid someone for an AUG permit. Do you remember?
Oh, yes. Those officers who stopped me. Sure, I remember. They charged me 3 times already. Said it was a very complicated process. I knew it wouldn't get me anywhere.
But you kept paying?
I was desperate. I would pay 100 more times if it meant I could stay close to my family, to what is left of them. I want to stay in Prague.
Here. This permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Milena, I met with both those AUGs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
All right, I got it.
It's freezing here.
What is this?
Well, I was here during that time.
Policie bude na kontrolních bodech prověřovat doklady. Mějte prosím připravený průkaz totožnosti.